Hello people, and welcome to a 1000 subscriber special. When I started this channel back in April 2019, it was really just a hobby to kind of expand on my video recording and editing skills that I gained through work, and making a gaming YouTube channel kind of went hand in hand with my other hobby of also gaming. I thought nobody would want to listen to that stupid voice. Good afternoon guys, and welcome to the first video on what will hopefully be a long running series of a vanilla Cities Skyline Let's Play. But here we are. 1000 of you saw fit to hit that subscriber button, so here's a fun little video as a thank you to you all. We're going to give each DLC a ranking based on what they add to the game, how fun they are, and how much I personally like it. This is including all major expansions, so the content creator packs, music packs, and concerts expansion, which is a mini expansion, are all excluded from this list. This is of course my own personal opinion, based on the time I've spent with each DLC, so please feel free to get in the comments and let me know which order they fall for you, or how much you hate my list, this channel, and me. So let's begin. Number 8. Natural disasters. For me, the natural disasters in any city sim game is more of a novelty and not something I particularly enjoy playing with. Granted, it's fun to blow your city into a million tiny pieces, but everyone always saves their city before they do it, don't they? And playing with random disasters on is also not something that particularly appeals to me. Having that constant anxiety for tsunami bombing my downtown, or tornadoes flinging my sims into neighbouring districts isn't really that fun, for me at least. Although the assets that come with the pack are really great and help unmodded players to make much more detailed industrial areas, kind of how we did with our water treatment plant, the main theme of the pack just doesn't really get me going, and for that reason natural disasters will fall bottom of the list. Number 7. Snowfall. Now I don't hate Snowfall, but Snowfall really should have been Cities Skyline Seasons. Exactly how EA bummers with every edition of The Sims, there's always a Seasons expansion that adds seasonal change into the game. Mods have proven that seasonality is possible with Cities Skylines, and seeing our creations move through a constant state of change would have been much better than, look, there's snow here now, go and play in it. Snow only maps are fine, especially if you're looking to recreate maybe like an Alaska or a Siberian themed city, but they should have appeared as a map theme alongside desert, forest, grassland, tundra, alpine and savanna regions, rather than being added with DLC and having their own dedicated pack. However, Snowfall gave us trams, and I go ape shit for trams. Followers of my channel will know that if there is a 2x2 space anywhere in the city, there is a tram going straight in there. They're great, just fantastic. Snowfall also added a warmth mechanic to the game too, but it goes fairly unnoticed. It increases demand for electricity during the night, which is easily bypassed with a water-based heating system implemented with a new variety of water pipe. The snowplows are pretty cool though. Number 6. After Dark. Now I do like After Dark, but it had to fall somewhere on this list, didn't it? The main additions of this pack were the leisure and tourism specialisations that really help in making unique looking commercial areas and specialising them, essentially, as the name suggests. Especially the leisure one, and they look really awesome at night time, and tourism gives you some nice looking buildings and a few new skyscrapers, but a lot of them look kinda bad, and I find it's best used in kind of few and far between. It also changed the way that day and night work in the city, with reduced traffic and zonal efficiency noticeably different during those twilight hours. We also got taxis and the beautiful bus terminal and the international airport, which really expanded public transport options, and the cargo hub also came with After Dark. However, industrial stuff needs a major rework anyway. Number 5. Mass transit. Mass transit is great in most aspects. It really allows us to build major transport hubs in our cities, combining a bunch of high capacity public transport options and helping disperse sims around the map whilst at the same time reducing traffic on your roads as well. If you love messing about with public transport, Mass Transit is an absolute must-have DLC. We had cable cars, monorails, ferries and blimps all arrive with Mass Transit, as did a whole bunch of kind of major big transport buildings. And we also got canals too, but they're alright. Alongside the usual addition of unique buildings and policies, cable cars are great for climbing mountains and avoiding awkward looking slopes with your roads. Ferries make water-themed maps much more enjoyable and allow you to make your waterways look much more alive, seeing boats moving back between your ferry routes. And monorails look awesome. And they may not be the most common type of public transport that you're likely to see in real life, but watching them weave above your roads and in between buildings and across theme parks looks really, really great. Blimps are a little bit wet. Like, when was the last time you took a blimp anywhere? Like, oh hey, we're taking the bus into town and are you coming? Nah, I'm just gonna jump on the blimp, mate. But hey, at least they included them. Number 4. Park Life. These last 4 packs were really hard to place, and Park Life falls here at number 4. The pack that brings our parks to life, so to speak. Parks previously to this expansion were simple assets that you placed and then moved away from, and that was kind of it. Now, however, we can zone out a park any size we wish, decide on whether that park will be a city park, a theme park, a zoo, or a nature reserve, placing assets that correspond to that particular type of park, which contribute to its entertainment level, and how many visitors it attracts based on that entertainment level. We also got a bunch of little detail and assets that can be used outside of these designated zones to decorate little areas elsewhere in your town, and I really enjoy this. Followers of the build guide will know we do this quite a lot. Although Sims unfortunately never actually interact with these little assets. Park maintenance vehicles are also added, which improves the efficiency of all the park assets, including those before the DLC. And walking tours are cool and attract more visitors based on how many people or as they pass by, and hot air balloons are certainly cooler than blimps. Number 3. Campus. I love Campus. Universities before Campus expansion looked like this. Now they look like this. Creating a crowning jewel of your city's educational infrastructure via a sprawling university district is always super fun, at least in my cities. And you have 3 different types of university to choose from, including University of Technology, Liberal Arts College, and the City University, and they all add a little more life into this expansion. When you're expanding our education tab as well, with the public library and the aforementioned campus buildings, helps to add another layer of management and detailing to your favourite regions. Each campus area comes with a choice of policies and buffs that also increase student numbers to further increase the level, and thus unlock new and more exciting buildings. And one thing I really enjoyed about Campus was the way that campus buildings directly affect your city, increasing the efficiency of police and medical buildings, such as the University of Technology buildings do, amongst other helpful little buffs that your city benefits from as well. The varsity sports buildings also look really great in any area of your city, and each type of university gives you a little museum upon hitting level 5, which displays your academic works generated by the campus, but you can't really see those academic works, so it's a little bit pointless, but it's cool that it's in there. Great expansion, in my opinion. Number 2. Green cities. If you're bored of the same looking city and the kind of endless blocks of mishmash residential, commercial and industrial zoning that most cities end up looking like, then Green Cities breathes a whole bunch of new, modern and lush looking buildings all over your map. High density residential looks awesome with a sustainable housing specialisation on it. Low density residential is surprisingly brown for a pack called Green Cities. The commercial looks great too, but unfortunately the Green Cities specialisation doesn't affect high or low density zoning, and we get healthy weeds and soy and lentils, which are essential stuff in any town. However, the real good-looking aspect of this pack comes with the IT cluster specialisation that you apply to your office zoning. It really helps increase the height of your downtown and gives it that real kind of Manhattan vibe, or Chicago. The zoning specialisation provides you with less tax income, but as a result, they use less power and water, so it all balances out in the end. We also got new power, garbage and water solutions, which are always nice. And honestly, when this DLC was announced, I was feeling a bit not really arsed about it, but it did turn out to be one of my favourite DLCs. And plus, it gave us Eden Valley, which is one of the best looking maps ever. Number 1. Industries. The 7th major expansion and arguably the most game changing, whatever that means. Oil, ore and mining all get expanded massively in a similar fashion to Park Life. You paint out your new area over a resource pocket, place a main building, and you're ready to start pillaging the earth of all its natural wonders. One thing I don't really get on board with is the fact that oil and ore deplete over time, which is totally true to real life. But in Cities Skylines, it happens so quickly, it makes placing large oil and ore zones really off-putting, and it makes playing with the unlimited oil and ore mod almost essential. Once you've extracted the resource, it's then time to export it or process it into a number of goods based on the raw resource. These processed materials are then either exported again or delivered to a whole bunch of new factory buildings which were added, and these produce goods and fat stacks of that sweet green. The new factory buildings look great and serve as an awesome looking centerpiece for your heavy industrial areas. Farming and forestry work a little different in the sense that those are renewable resources, so they never have to be moved once you place your industrial area. The cargo airport and cargo hubs are also nice additions, although at the time of this video, Industries needs a major rework, as do most of the other kind of heavy industrial buildings that go along with industrial stuff as well. One-way systems and almost immediate highway access are essential for these buildings, as the number of trucks that come and go from them is insane. Seriously, go and look at any industrial space in your own town. They're not ever this busy. Industries was a great DLC, and it gives you much more to manage in terms of the area itself, and also gives you a challenge with your road infrastructure too. Okay guys, that is going to do it for what I think of the Cities Skylines DLCs and your 1000 subscriber special. A huge thank you to all the people that have subscribed over these last 10 months, I guess it is now. I never ever expected to reach that number, and like I said at the start of the video, it really was just a way for me to kind of merge two hobbies of video editing and gaming together. But it seems to do well. You guys are enjoying it for the most part anyway. There's a few things that you guys don't agree with, but that's totally fine. Everyone has a different building style. Welcome to all the new people. Please don't be strangers. Pop yourselves in the comments. Join for some of the live streams sometimes. It's always nice to talk to you guys as we do some kind of minor detailing on this city. And if you are new to the channel, then the city that all this stuff has been recorded in for this episode is called Bergusia. It is the city of the Cities Skylines build guide, a inspirational and tutorial let's play that is currently running on the channel, with part 49 out due very, very soon. So if that sounds like a bit of you and you like what you see, there will be a playlist link in the description. But that will be it. You know, I could kiss your guys' ass all day for 1000 subscribers, but I won't. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.